Hi, welcome to all the session. In today's session, we will discuss about the MPPT algorithm. So, why we need the MPPT algorithm? So, in which application we are using the MPPT algorithm? What are the types of MPPT algorithm? And the basic MPPT algorithm, how we can design in MATLAB Simulink. So, uh, MATLAB Simulink or MATLAB, either we can write the program or we can design the model also. So here I will try to show the Simulink model today, perturb and observe based MPPT algorithm based solar boost converter. I am trying to show that one. So now here, look at here. This is the solar panel PV array, and from the PV array I took the data Trina solar TSM module 250 PA. So by taking this data sheet, so 10 modules I connected in series, 4 are in parallel string. So now what happened here, if you observe the pop-up in the Simulink design, so you can see here each panel will give around 249.86 voltage, and here each panel have 60 cells. Each panel it have 60 cells. So then the panel, one panel will give the open circuit voltage 37.6, and the maximum voltage when we are applying the MPPT 31 voltage. And here if we keep here the irradiation 800 and 500 irradiation here we keep. So if you draw the plot characteristics of the solar PV panel, how many panels? 10 panels are in series and 4 panels are in parallel here. You can observe here 4 panels are in parallel here. So now this is the maximum voltage, and this is a maximum voltage at 308 voltage, 4980 the wattage. So here the 800 irradiation, and the power also you need to achieve 7 9. It is around, you can see here 7,000, that is around 8 kilowatt of the power we are generating. So now by taking this solar panel, and here I connected a small boost converter. This is a boost converter. So this boost converter, I need to boost up the output voltage. So whatever the voltage which we are getting from the solar, if you are observing, it is not a uniform power supply. So the irradiation, it will vary. When the irradiation is varying, the power also will change. So that's the reason. And here we people are connected, the 10 panels are in series, 4 panels are in parallel. While we are connecting the number of panels in series, voltage mismatching problem will occur. That means, so all the 10 panels will not get the uh, uh, same irradiation. That means each panel will generate a different voltage level. But so to overcome that problem, and the panels may shade out after few months. So then the irradiation. So irradiation is not constant. So non-uniform power supply you are getting. So that's the reason. Here we preferred an MPPT based algorithm. So MPPT algorithm, maximum power point tracker algorithm, uh, if you observe the any flow chart of the MPPT algorithm, you can look at here. I will show an MPPT algorithm, a perturb and observe based MPPT flowchart. From the flowchart, how we can design. So that is, so we need to give maximum power from the solar panel. So that voltage we need to boost up by using a power converter. That means DC-DC converter. So here, if you see the perturb and observe, perturb perturb and observe here. So that is an MPPT algorithm flowchart. So that flowchart, how to design, here we will see. Wait a second. So this is the boost converter. You can see here the panel, right? This is a solar panel voltage, and here we are keeping one boost converter. So the DC-DC converter, it will help to boost up the output voltages. So here we have a diode, and here we have a capacitor, and here we have an R load, right? So now we need to turn on this switch. Gate pulses we need to give whenever from the solar. If we consider this one as a solar, from this solar you are giving the power supply to this DC-DC converter. So when we are giving the supply, when the switch will start to turn on, when the switch S1 is turned on, then the path, closed loop path will be like this. That means inductor initially will charge. Inductor, it will charge. So then while the capacitor, in the time capacitor is discharging. So time period, depending upon the time period and the pulse width. So how much switch will turn on, then switch turn on. Again switch will turn on, switch will turn on. This is the pulse generator. Pulse switch turn on and turn off condition. So now when the switch will turn off, inductor releases the energy, and again it will charge, discharge, discharge. So like this if you are getting. So then the output voltage here, delta VPP peak voltage, and the peak, this is peak to peak voltage, peak to peak voltage, and peak to minimum voltage, this one, peak to minimum voltage. So these ripples we need to minimize. So to minimize that ripples, so then the waveform or the output voltage of the DC-DC need to start here, oscillate and settle down at one point. When you are trying to minimize the ripple, then the amount of power which we are getting at output side, it should be quality for the DC power itself. So now you can see here how we able to design this DC-DC converter topology. So now here perturb, right, which we are discussing, perturb and observe algorithm, right? So perturb and observe MPPT. Perturb and observe MPPT. I will show the flowchart. So from the flowchart, how we designed the MPPT algorithm in a simulation, we will see here. So the image you can observe here, this is the flowchart of the perturb and observe algorithm. You can take any of the one. You can see here. So now you can see here. Set the initial duty cycle, right? Start. So different type of MPPT algorithms also there. So measure VP and IP. So now you can see here this one. Try to observe this flow chart. So if you observe the flow chart, here we need to get the output as duty ratio. So now The panel have some initial input voltage, some initial current, right? The panel have the measured voltage. Here I keep a bus selector, then VP and IP I am keeping. So from the panel, we are getting some initial voltages, V of K, I of K. So when you have the voltage and current, from that you can multiply both, means you will get the power. Voltage and current, if we are multiplying, then we will get the power. So the third step, what they are doing, the delta P, that means change in power. So P of K minus P of K minus 1 they keep. And the delta V, V of K minus V of K minus 1 they keep. So change in power, change in voltage. So the temperature conditions, you can observe the real time scenario. The temperature at 1 p.m. it may be peak, right? So it is around 1000 irradiation from the sunlight. But the same irradiation after 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. We can't maintain the same irradiation, right? The irradiation may decrease due to the weather changing condition. So here actual voltage, actual current, from that we are getting the actual power. So then change in voltage, how much it is changing, whether there may be the voltage, output voltage, it may increase or decrease, we don't know, due to the condition, atmospheric condition. Change in voltage may increase or decrease. That means increase means addition, decrease means change in power, it may be negative. So you can see here delta P, delta V here we are finding, then delta P greater than 0 or less than 0, we keep trying to get the duty ratio only. Duty ratio is nothing but in the DC-DC converter, step up, duty ratio nothing but the switch on time by switch on plus switch off time. That is nothing but a duty ratio, duty ratio 1. So here you can see here this MPPT algorithm, from this we are getting the duty ratio. So first what I did here in this case, you can see here initial input voltage, initial input current. So both we are, what we did, we multiplied here, we multiplied, then we are getting change in power, then change in voltage V of n minus 1. Either you people can take the memory block, or you can take the unit delay block, or whatever may be, depending upon the requirement you can choose any of the thing. So change in voltage V of n minus 1, similarly change in current, the change in current, it may increase or it may decrease, we can't predict that one. So from that change in voltage, change in current, here we are getting the P of n minus 1, change in power you will get. So that's reason. So then actual power, what we did here, this is the actual power, you can see here, you can see here change in voltage, change in current, from this we are getting the change in power. So then again you can see actual power, change in power, right? So then here V of n minus, V of n minus 1, actual voltage and the change in voltage. So then here we multiplied again with the voltage and the power rating. So then here we are giving the switch. You can see here actual voltage, actual current, change in voltage, change. You can see here. You can see here. So this is the if else based condition switch. You can see here. So now from this we are getting here, you can see here delta P, delta V greater than 0, delta P, uh, you can see here delta P less than 0. You can see. So from this change in voltage, change in current, then duty ratio dB, that dB here we are sending to the saturation block. That saturation block, why we are keeping the saturation block means, so to limit the input and output voltage level. You can see here. So then You can see here. So now from here we are giving the voltage and the duty ratio repeating sequence. So from here 1 and 0 here I took. So 1 video over T. You can see here. You can see here. So now you can see here. So now I will boost up the output voltage. So now I will run the simulation, just observe it. You can, okay. I will run the simulation. It's compiling. So we have several type of MPPT algorithm. In those MPPT algorithm, perturb and observe algorithm and partial swarm optimization algorithm, artificial neural network algorithm, and then we have recently they are added with the it's compiling. Can see here. So this is the boost output voltage. It reaches to some peak value. Initial input voltage from the solar panel, how much we are getting? 318 voltage. It reaches to some peak value and a double around the 600 voltage which we are getting. And the output current, this one. This is the MPPT. From the MPPT we are getting the duty ratio only. And here these are the, now you can see here initial input variable DC only we are getting. So this variable DC we are trying to minimize and we are getting around 587 voltage. You can see here the panel PV power. So the power variation, if you observe here, the panel voltage and the panel current. This is the panel power. Now you can see here. So this is about basic MPPT. We have teaching learning based type of algorithm, partial swarm optimization, artificial neural network type of algorithm, several type of algorithms also there. So this MPPT algorithm which we need only Simulink library. So thank you.